Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. Welcome back to this reading session, and we continue with the reading of the Thinkers of the East. And today we'll be covering the subjects that's dealt with in this book. So I'll get my virtual assistant, Hippie Man, all right, to read all the subject content method. Then after that, I'll do a little bit of explaining.
Subjects dealt with in Thinkers of the East. Systems of study. The Sufi secret. Problem solving by nonlinear thinking methods of choosing disciples. Special groupings for inner study. Use and abuse of literature. Different realms of thought. Reasons for dismissing students. The role of higher teaching. Various types of teachers. The teacher of the age. Clearing false assumptions. Paradoxical behavior. Wonders and miracles. Special training. Riches and poverty. Acquiring objectivity. How people learn through parallel training. Testing would-be seekers. Books and ceremonials. Special inventory formulae. The way to study the life of former sages. Reasons for so many different outward forms of teaching. Distinguishing imitators from real instructors. Comparisons between various dimensions of knowledge. Observing basic motivations. Teaching by demonstration. Determining the common denominator in study. Illustrations of the inward state. Knowledge distinguished from opinion. Self-observation. Why analogies are employed. Parable of the work of the people called the designers. Indirect learning system, means employed to convey equivalent thought. Examples of illustrative acting. Effects of attending mystical ceremonies. Being useful in reality. Not in appearance. Reasons for selling knowledge. How disciples learn from specially constructed procedures. The effects of emotion and intellect on studies. Astrological investigations. Implanted suggestions. How higher thinkers affect events. Instructional interchanges in mystical schools. Making effective use of negative characteristics. The inner significance of outward service. Alteration of expectancy. The creating of an air of mystery. The publication of nonsensical literature. Materials projected in accordance with the possibilities of the occasion. Illustrating false impression. Anger. Keeping methods and aims in alignment. Courting criticism and reactions to it. Worldly success and its value. Methods and advantages in social activity. Doctrine of premature payment for effort. Allegory of the human task, symbolism and effect in financial matters. Legends of the spread of the teaching. The reality of which men is an allegory. The degree of capacity to perceive secret teachings. Learning by words and by signs. Supersession of outward systems of teaching. The storing and transmitting of subtle communications. Correcting incapacitating attitudes. Disguise operations. The need to digest materials at a certain rate. Allegory of the techniques of teachership. Real and imagined desire.
Okay, I'll come back. Now, there's not very much to say about this particular section of the book. Of course, if you had just a quick glance at the topics and you have heard Hippie Man reading to you, you'll notice that the subject matter covers a whole gamut of things. Lots of areas of about man and learning and teaching and so on. But if you look at it carefully, you will not even be able to detect some semblance of order as an or organization as we understand it today. So I think if you look at this section of the book, you'll find that it only serves to emphasize what Idris Shah has been saying, and that is the traditional Oriental teachers do not have an organization for or a system for learning and teaching as it is understood today in the modern world. With that, we will now move on to the book proper, and that is to go on to the first chapter, right? And the first chapter is a very interesting one with a very interesting story, and it is called A Death is Indicated. So do join us, all right? Subscribe if you think that this channel is or this blog is going to be useful to you. You're going to find it interesting or hopefully enlightening also. Do subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you here.